everybody. Birb here, and welcome back to another episode of Race the Ramen, the show where I attempt to review something unscripted in the amount of time it takes to boil an instant ramen. And today we'll be taking a look at Toree 3D, available now on Steam, itch.io, and Nintendo Switch. Alright, we're going to start the timer right now. Okay, so Toree 3D. I just like saying it that way. This is a retro-themed PS1-style 3D platformer where you play as a little bird in a backpack that squeaks every time it lands, named Toree. And you run around simple little levels, dodging enemies and obstacles, and you get to the end. That's it. This is one of the most straightforward platforming experiences, gaming experiences, I've had in some time. It really is gameplay first and pretty much only in this case. It's a short little hour-long game at its most, really. Only a couple levels. All of which are really well designed, but yeah, only a couple levels. And you make your way through them until you get to the end. And then that's it. There's really not any story to speak of, no real characters to latch onto, nothing like that. But what it lacks in that department, it makes up for in the value it carries, at its price, and the amount of charm and polish that it has as a product. There are only 8 main levels, but they are creatively themed. They're consistently themed. They have nice, colorful graphics and creative obstacles and little gimmicks that make them stick out from one another so they actually feel distinct. They're pretty well thought out obstacles in the level, too, that provide a fair bit of variety for how short it is. And then the final level is a nice culmination of all these different things together. And the controls are really good too. The general momentum and locomotion, movement of your character feels excellent. The controls are very responsive. You can run, you can double jump. That's it, and that's really all you need. It's a very simple, mechanically driven platformer with a sort of emphasis on time trials and a great unlockable potential for speedrunning. You can get better ranks on the levels depending on how fast you go, and I had a lot of fun trying to get a rank on as many of these as I could. I still haven't done all of them, but I'm getting close. And there's some characters you can unlock, and that's about it. And this may sound pretty bare bones and maybe not worth your time until, in my whole hand in frame so you can tell it's my finger waving at you, until you know that this whole game is only 99 cents on all platforms. On Steam and Switch and itch, it is 99 cents, not on sale. That's just what its going price is. And for $1, more or less, you get a fair bit. You get a really polished, charming experience with cutesy graphics, decent music, and a few random creepy elements, but I don't want to spoil too much of that for you. It's nothing too scary or anything. Just know that Toree 3D is worth your time and money. Hopefully that gives you a decent impression of what I think of the game. Yeah, I sorry to leave you on the creepy elements stuff, but don't worry, it's nothing crazy, and I don't want to spoil too much of that for you, because it is part of this game's personality and charm. Which, there's not a lot to wring out of it in terms of character, because there's just not a lot of that. It's short, and it's gameplay first, no real characters. I already said all this. But if you're looking for something short, sweet, replayable, and polished, this is a great game for the price. It would even be reasonable if it was priced higher. Like, I'd pay $5 for this. But at 99 cents, it's a steal. And I can easily recommend it if you're looking for like a quality 3D platformer, or if you've ever been curious about getting into speed running or just improving your time on games and stuff. This is the kind of game that's perfect for that. Low commitment for a speed run, because you can beat the whole thing if you're slow in like under an hour, and you can beat it in like less than 10 minutes if you're really fast. I think the world record already is like 7 minutes or something. This game is pretty quality. It's not gonna become an all-time classic in your collection probably, but it's absolutely worth your time, I'd say, and you risk very little spending only 99 cents on it. So I'm going to give Toree 3D a solid 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good platformer, And in comparison to some stuff that's come out lately, not naming any names, although I'm probably totally putting it on screen right now, games that cost like full price, $60 stuff, or just like much longer platform, like this is a really humble thing to do. Put your game out for that price. I think it was a worthwhile gambit. People are picking up on it and seeing it as the quality product that it is. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this developer and see what they make next. They made another game in the past called MacBat 64, which I think is supposed to be a similar type of experience to this. So I might have to check that out now. I think that's also on Switch. So if you have 99 cents to spare, and you probably do, you just want some quality entertainment for very cheap, Toree 3D is absolutely worth getting in your collection. Man, it's nice to play a good game like that. I wish I had some way to end this, though. So how about I just show off my best maneuvering in my time playing Toree 3D. Here is my most epic maneuver from all my time playing.